Join me as I dive deep into Martin Luther King Jr.'s most iconic moment in history and try to understand how it changed the world forever. In this video you'll explore MLK's most iconic moment, his "I Have a Dream" speech, delivered during the 1963 March on Washington. The 1960s were a tumultuous time for African Americans in the United States. Racial segregation was rampant, and many were forced to live in poverty-stricken neighborhoods with limited access to quality education and healthcare. The civil rights movement was gaining momentum, but change was slow, and many African Americans felt like they were fighting an uphill battle against systemic oppression. Peaceful protests and boycotts were met with violence and aggression, and it seemed like the system was designed to keep African Americans in their place. The need for change was urgent, and the country was desperate for a leader who could inspire and mobilize the masses. This was the backdrop against which MLK's "I Have a Dream" speech was delivered. The year 1963 was a pivotal moment in American history. The country was witnessing a surge in civil rights activism, and the March on Washington was a culmination of those efforts. The march was a call to action, a demand for jobs, freedom, and equality. It was an opportunity for African Americans to come together and express their frustration, their anger, and their hope. And MLK's speech was the highlight of that event. The March on Washington was a highly anticipated event, with hundreds of thousands of people gathering in the nation's capital. The audience was expectant, hopeful that the speech would inspire them to continue fighting for their rights. And MLK did not disappoint. His speech was a masterpiece of oratory, a passionate plea for equality, justice, and freedom. He spoke about the dream of a United States where all Americans would be judged by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. The speech was a call to action, urging Americans to work together to build a more just and equitable society. MLK's words were like a balm to the souls of those who had been battered and bruised by systemic oppression. He spoke about the mountaintop, where all Americans could see the promised land of freedom and equality. He spoke about the importance of love and compassion, and the need to move beyond the hatred and bitterness that had divided the country for so long. One of the most powerful excerpts from the speech is when MLK said, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." These words resonated deeply with the audience, and they continue to inspire people to this day. The speech was a testament to MLK's vision, his passion, and his unwavering commitment to the cause of equality. The speech was not just a call to action, it was also a celebration of the human spirit. MLK's words were infused with a sense of hope and possibility, a belief that ordinary people could achieve extraordinary things if they worked together. He spoke about the need for unity, the need for people to come together and fight for a common goal. And he spoke about the importance of nonviolent resistance, a philosophy that would become a hallmark of the civil rights movement. This moment not only defined Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy, but also served as a catalyst for the civil rights movement, inspiring generations to come. It showed that the power of nonviolent resistance could bring about real change, and that one person could make a difference in the world. This iconic moment in history continues to inspire us to this day, reminding us of the importance of fighting for justice and equality. So, share your thoughts on Martin Luther King Jr.'s impact in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos on influential figures in history.